Welcome everyone. I'm Kirpal and today I'll talk about customer service skills. These are the skills that help you interact with customers effectively and positively. They are essential for any job that involves dealing with customers, because they can impact your customer experience. Customer experience is how customers feel about your company after interacting with you. It can affect their loyalty, retention, and revenue. According to research, 86% of customers stop doing business with a company after a bad experience. 70% of customers spend more money with a company that delivers great service. Poor customer service costs U.S. companies over $62 billion a year. Body. So how can you improve your customer experience with customer service skills? Let me share with you 5 key skills and how to develop them. Active listening. This is the skill of paying attention to what the customer is saying, showing empathy and understanding, and asking clarifying questions. Active listening helps you understand the customer's needs and emotions, and build rapport and trust. Rapport is a feeling of connection and harmony between you and the customer. Trust is a belief that you are reliable and honest. To improve your active listening skills, you can practice these techniques. Paraphrasing. This is repeating what the customer said in your own words to show that you understood them. For example, if the customer says, "I'm frustrated because I ordered a blue shirt but I received a red one," you can say, "So you're frustrated because you got the wrong color shirt." Summarizing. This is giving a brief overview of what the customer said to show that you followed them. For example, if the customer says, "I ordered a blue shirt from your website 2 weeks ago, but I received a red one yesterday. I checked the order confirmation email and it clearly says blue. I want to return the red shirt and get the blue one as soon as possible," you can say, "Let me summarize what you said. You ordered a blue shirt 2 weeks ago, but you got a red one yesterday. You have the order confirmation email that shows blue. You want to return the red shirt and get the blue one quickly." Reflecting. This is expressing what the customer feels or thinks to show that you empathize with them. For example, if the customer says, "I'm so angry that I wasted my time and money on this," you can say, "I can hear that you're very angry and disappointed." Communication. This is the skill of expressing yourself clearly and politely, using both verbal and nonverbal cues, such as tone of voice, body language, and facial expressions. Communication helps you convey information, instructions, and solutions to the customer, as well as manage their expectations and emotions. Expectations are what the customer hopes or believes will happen. Emotions are what the customer feels or shows during the interaction. To improve your communication skills, you can use these tips. Use positive language. This is using words and phrases that show optimism, confidence, and respect. For example, instead of saying, "We can't do that," say, "What we can do is." Instead of saying, "You have to," say, "You can," or "You may." Instead of saying, "No problem," say, "My pleasure," or "You're welcome." Avoid jargon and slang. This is using simple and common words that the customer can understand easily. For example, instead of saying, "Please provide your PIN," say, "Please enter your 4-digit code." Instead of saying, "That's awesome," say, "That's great," or "That's wonderful." Check for understanding. This is making sure that the customer understood what you said and vice versa. For example, you can ask, "Does that make sense?" or "Do you have any questions?" after explaining something. You can also repeat or confirm what the customer said by saying, "Just to make sure I understood correctly," or "So what you're saying is." Problem solving. This is the skill of identifying the customer's issue and finding the best solution for it. Problem solving helps you resolve the customer's complaint or request efficiently and effectively. Efficiency is how fast you can solve the problem. Effectiveness is how well you can solve the problem. To improve your problem-solving skills, you can use this process. Define the problem. This is understanding what the customer's issue is and why it happened. For example, if the customer says, "My laptop won't turn on," you can ask, "When did this happen?" Or, "Did you notice any signs before this happened?" to find out more details. Generate alternatives. This is brainstorming different ways to solve the problem. For example, if the customer says, "My laptop won't turn on," you can think of possible solutions, such as checking the power cord, the battery, or the power button. Evaluate options. This is choosing the best solution based on the pros and cons of each option. For example, If the customer says, "My laptop won't turn on," you can weigh the benefits and drawbacks of each solution, such as how easy, quick, or effective they are. Implement actions. This is executing the chosen solution and following up with the customer. For example, if the customer says, "My laptop won't turn on," you can guide them through the steps of the solution, such as plugging in the power cord, pressing the power button, or removing and reinserting the battery. You can also check if the problem is solved and ask for feedback. Adaptability. This is the skill of adjusting to different situations and customer needs. Adaptability helps you handle unexpected challenges, such as angry customers, technical issues, or policy changes. Angry customers are customers who express strong negative emotions, such as frustration, disappointment, or rage. Technical issues are problems with the devices, software, or systems that you or the customer use. Policy changes are modifications to the rules or procedures that affect how you or the customer operate. To improve your adaptability skills, you can be these things. Open-minded. This means being willing to consider new or different ideas or perspectives. For example, if the customer says, "I don't like your product," you can say, "I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me why?" Instead of saying, "That's not true," or "That's your opinion." Flexible. This means being able to change your plans or actions according to the situation. For example, if the customer says, "I want to speak to your manager," you can say, "Sure, I can transfer you to my manager," instead of saying, "I can't do that," or "That's not necessary." Creative. This means being able to come up with new or original solutions or suggestions. For example, if the customer says, "I want a refund," but your policy doesn't allow it, you can say, "I'm sorry, but we don't offer refunds. However, we can offer you a store credit or an exchange," instead of saying, "We can't do anything for you," or "That's our policy." Teamwork. This is the skill of collaborating with other customer service professionals and other departments to provide the best service possible. Teamwork helps you share knowledge, resources, and feedback, as well as support each other in difficult situations. Knowledge is information or expertise that you or others have. Resources are tools or materials that you or others use. Feedback is comments or suggestions that you or others give. Support is help or assistance that you or others provide. To improve your teamwork skills, you can do these things. Communicate effectively. This means sharing relevant and timely information with your team members and other departments in a clear and respectful way. For example, if you need help from another department to solve a customer's issue, you can explain what the issue is, what you have done so far, and what you need from them in an email or a phone call. Respect diversity. This means acknowledging and appreciating the differences and similarities among your team members and other departments in terms of culture, background, personality, and style. For example, if you work with someone who has a different communication style than yours, such as direct or indirect, formal or informal, you can try to adapt to their style and avoid making assumptions or judgments. Appreciate contributions. This means recognizing and thanking your team members and other departments for their work and input. For example, if someone helps you solve a customer's issue or gives you a useful suggestion, you can say, "Thank you for your help," or "I appreciate your feedback." Conclusion. In conclusion, customer service skills are vital for any job that involves dealing with customers. They can improve your customer experience by making customers feel valued and satisfied. Some of the key customer service skills are active listening, communication, problem solving, adaptability, and teamwork. If you want to learn more about these skills and how to develop them, here are some resources that I recommend. 21 Important Customer Service Skills, with resume example, Indeed.com. 21 Key Customer Service Skills, and how to develop them, Help Scout. 17 Customer Service Skills. Definitions and examples, Indeed Australia. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something new today. Do you have any questions or comments?